people always intertwine us as, and me too as like the Militia brothers, the Militia, whatever. And so, just real quick, the history for people, But as we did that record, like, how was it brought to you, and how did you even come into the fold with Gangstar to do this song?
Premier. I met Premier in the city one day in the street. I think I was coming out of MCA or one of them labels. I was coming out of one of the buildings and I seen Premier. We was walking down the street together, and he's like, "Oh wow, Freddie Foxxx, I like your stuff." And then we just started talking. I was like, I called him Gangstar. That's what I said. I didn't know his name was Premier. I called him Gangstar. I was like, "Yo, Gangstar."
Right.
And yeah, and then we started, we started talking about, just music, you know what I mean? And he said, "Yo, take my number." We switched numbers or whatever, and we broke out. And then I got a call later to do a OC record. You know what I mean? I got a call to do an OC record at D&D, and I went there and did the OC record. And then shortly after that, Premier hit me with, "Yo, Guru wants to know if you'll do this song with us called the Militia." And I was like, out, and he gave me the beat on a cassette tape. I went to the crib, and I went to the crib. I sat down with it, for a couple of days, and I put my pieces together. And then when I came in to do it, I was actually out moving around, and I came in to do it, and I laid my vocals. You know what I'm saying? And that was a dope moment, because I really wasn't really hip to like how good of a producer Premier was. You know what I mean? I wasn't hip to that. I wasn't really, because we didn't focus on that back in the days. We wasn't focusing on who was a dope producer and who wasn't. We just was looking for beats. I never was a beat picker. Like, I tried to body everything somebody gave me.
Yeah.
I never was a dude who said, "Oh, I don't like the beat." I rapped to some shit that this beats records that I rocked on that came out on albums that I probably never would have picked if somebody would have picked this. Like, I go to Premier, I go to Pete or any of them and say, "Yo," they'll say, "Yo," they'll give me the beat, and I was like, "Oh, that's dope." And I'll say, I'll just take them and rock to them. I wasn't trying to be picky. Like, nowadays everybody's so fucking picky because they looking for the octane, because they really running out of gas.
Yeah, they ain't got no kids.
You know what I mean? Niggas ain't got no bars, so they want to have the illest beat ever.
My shit was like, I'm sitting in this room. Premier flew me in, and so I'm in his crib, and he's making the beat in the other room. And so I'm in the other room, and I didn't write at that point. I was more like freestyling. So I was like, damn, as the lights started getting more on me, well, I was like, damn, now I gotta start writing, but I gotta say something right for this shit. So he's playing it, he's coming back, he's like, "Yo, you like that? The music, you know what I mean?" And I'm like, yeah. He said, "You got something?" I said, "Yeah, I got something, but I'm putting it together in my head right there." So now I got that whole verse. And I go in there, me and him left from there and did the verse. So I hadn't heard Guru do a verse or you know what I mean? I just knew that we were gonna be, on this record. And then when I heard everybody, I was like, man, this shit is dope. Because I don't even know how it was placed the way it was, but it felt like that, like where, I was first, and it was still me coming into my own, like, okay, boom, now I'm rocking with these niggas, and this is what it is. And then Guru, and then you came with the sledgehammer, you know what I mean, on some Thor shit, boom. So I was like, yo, this shit. And then the one thing people might not know too,